Well, good day, all you ladies and gentlemen out there in the interwebs. This is Zombie Force here. What you're seeing in front of you on your screen is pretty much the deportation rates of people that have been apprehended in the United States territory. And if you're wondering why the columns kind of say 2025, that's the physical year. That's the physical year to date, November. And then it tells the state in which they were apprehended and their date to be gone, November. All these people have been apprehended, and their deportation date is going to be sometime in November if you kind of follow that, which means it kind of gives you a head of the game kind of look. And we'll go over here to column I, gives the number of people waiting for November to be back in their original country. And you can kind of see there we got 912 people from Canada. India, you got other, which could be not determined right now. It could be Mexico, it could be anywhere. Romania, Philippines, they're going back. They're under Title 8, which means that these people already pretty much had their court dates. There's another 423 people from Canada. 459 people from other again. 716 people from India. Look at that. And the numbers and the numbers and the numbers and the numbers. So we'll move back over to the column. We scroll down to October, which is this month. And we'll see where they've been. This is pretty much how you kind of keep up with it. Is you kind of say, well, Arizona, you see the facilities, California, a lot of them are getting apprehended and housed in these states, Texas, South Carolina, Puerto Rico, Oregon, Ohio, New York. You can pretty much tell where they've been kind of working the hardest. Looks to be Texas and Virginia, Washington, Arizona, California, New Mexico, Texas again. And then you move up here to October, see. That's how you keep up with what's been going on up in the Chicago areas and Midwest. And it's going to say here, like Michigan and Indiana, northern Indiana, you're looking at Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, they're all in there, North Dakota, New York, the North, pretty much, Ohio, Vermont, and these are people that's being apprehended and have been apprehended by ICE and Immigration Enforcement. And this column over here, I, will give you the total amounts, of people being apprehended. I was looking at this earlier. The Mexican is kind of off the chain. It's like 25,000, 30,000 people already this month going back to Mexico. Like other, that's 909 people going to other. It's just the numbers, you know, and so sort of an inside look at what I look at every day, you know, and how to keep up with it. And then New Jersey, North Carolina, you know, Mississippi, New Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada. It's just saying, you know, Oregon. See how this crap's been going on in Portland, Oregon, but you see the Oregon numbers starting to pick up on deportees. And then you've got just in there 26, 59 people from Mexico, got 25 people from Ukraine, 18 more people from Ukraine, the bigger numbers there. Believe it or not, you had, look at there, 26 people from Russia in Pennsylvania, 35 people from Ukraine in Pennsylvania, 128 people from Honduras, you know, Puerto Rico. Means they're getting them in Puerto Rico too. They're doing the same thing on Puerto Rico Island. 54 people from Venezuela. 17 in South Carolina from China. Just kind of tells you in this column F, you know, Title 8 is they already got apprehended, they've been told by a judge, and they're leaving, getting on the plane. There's 566 people from China that got apprehended in Texas, and that was in October. And go on back down there again, there's another 561 people from India that got apprehended in Texas. Mexico, 209 people from Myanmar. There's some 70 Peruvians. There's another 1,128 Filipinos. And the numbers are correct. These are the numbers of people that are in custody and have already, if not already, been on their way bye-bye out of the United States. And this is getting to October. See, there was 4,279 people from Mexico. There's another 22 people from Russia that was apprehended in Arizona. There's another 3 people from China. There's 250 Colombians. There's 528 more, you know, from Cuba and Arizona. 876 from Guatemala and Arizona. And 5,272 from Mexico and Arizona. 850 from other, which could have been anywhere down there in some little country. There's another 10 Russians that got apprehended in Arizona. There's 7 people all the way from Turkey. There's 648 people from Venezuela. There's another 453 people from Guatemala. There's another 822 people from Mexico. There's 260 people from China that got apprehended in Southwest California. There's 1,626 people got apprehended in Southwest California. As you can see the numbers, Honduras, there's another 2,852 people from Mexico. Uh, there's another 2,154 people from Venezuela. And then you got 2 up there from Venezuela. And then, you've got pretty much thousands of people from Venezuela that's getting apprehended and deported under Title 8. There's 40, usually when I see these high numbers, the 4,449, and then you scroll back up to the 2,852, and then you scroll on back up and you'll find them again. There's 5,272 from Mexico, so you got thousands of people that are getting deported back to Mexico, and that's probably Mexican right there. They're just not saying where they're coming from, just holding back, but that's probably where they're going. Venezuela, see there, almost 3,000 people going back to Venezuela. The list is on and on and on. It's 1,122 people from Guatemala, another 188 from Honduras. See, there's another 5,430 people from Mexico. These numbers, they add up. And then you got another 1,219 from Colombia. You got 449 from Brazil. You got 724 from Ecuador, 825 from El Salvador, Guatemala. That's damn near 1,000 people. Haiti, 871. Another 2,622 people going back to Honduras. 5 more back to India. 3,689 back to Mexico, and this is in Southwest Texas. This is mostly in Texas. These numbers here to the right, and they're going to be Southwest Texas apprehended. There's 4,312 of them in Texas there from Venezuela again. China. There's 14, and then there's another 1,243 people. There's 3,359 people from Cuba again. You see, these are not grand. These are not as they go and they keep adding up. These are different numbers from different places in apprehension. See, Southwest Texas, and there's a date there. It's going to be in October. And then there's a file number there that'll take you back and show you what date they were where they were at, and where they were specifically apprehended at. And there's another 5,625 people Venezuela. Another 1,202 people back to Honduras, and 81 going back to Haiti and Nicaragua, 45, Venezuela again, 158 more people. And that's going to be done. This is just in the October. This is the October, see, October 25. And these are the numbers so far in all of the ICE, Border Patrol, FBI, whoever's out there working the streets in deportation. This is the numbers of apprehensions, and it just a kind of a by the month, what's going on, what's the goings-ons, and you got to understand that we have thousands of immigration officers and ICE officers and people working to get these people back out of the country, So the numbers, there they are. There's no exact number. These are just numbers of apprehensions. This is not people that just got apprehended. This has not got nothing to do with it. And I'll give the next month report on all of this. And until that time, Zombie Force out.